Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They give it to him again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's a decision there by the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game, something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clemson jumps to the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's caught. It's Johnson.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Callaway. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. With the catch, it's Moore. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To throw, it's Hawkins. They're working that left side.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Snagged out of the air. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down. Line run to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Clemson is quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Callaway. Trying to find the end zone. Tigers made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Finding an escape route. On his feet at the 40. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And the defense got him at the 27.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Callaway. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's Farmer. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to...
There he goes! He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time...
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away. But there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw again. Steps away. He's breaks into the open. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops.
He'll try to take it back. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off-play action on first down. Got his man quickly. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
He got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Callaway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The give to the tailback. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The toss sweep to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Clemson jumps to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Farmer. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He'll try the left side. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. To the ground. He's got it again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Callaway. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Callaway. Fakes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He's going to let it go. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Tiger! And the route is on. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. The give on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. At the 20, he's got space. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 30. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL.
There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, SMU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try the right side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. At the 45 on his way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Turns it loose. And they're not on the same page there.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Quickly complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Back to throw, it's Callaway. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Let's go. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
For 6. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it.
Breaks into the open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Pulls and fires complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy, and it doesn't matter where he's lined up.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny pack.